Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Bandeja Club 2025 finale. My name is Dylan Kimlin, and we are continuing with our broadcasts, which will see our gentlemen on court for our category of B. Good to see the Bs out there. This is a quarterfinal, in which we'll see close to camera the combination of Aravena and Sigel taking on Gooding and War. Now, viewers, this is 1-9, so a long set. And each juice will be a golden point. Should we have a tie-break situation, they will go through. But I'm always someone, viewers, that advocates for having different categories on our courts. I've already said to the boys, fellas, we need to get some of the ladies' games on as well. So hopefully we get some of our women's matches on later on today. I also have to issue an apology. We had Roscoe and Benny on earlier, and they were bloody muted. I realised when I went off earlier, I was just going through my equipment and saw what the problem was. So unfortunately, those boys were given hard-level analysis, and you at home couldn't hear them. So I do apologise. But they will no doubt hop in at some point later today, and you'll actually be able to hear them this time. Into the wall there. Ball is up high. Bandeja down the middle. War on the defensive. Opts not to come forward. Lob is up, and we can see Sigel on the defensive. Lob from Gooding. Aravena down the wall. And the lob is perfect. Patient play here from our Bs. Bandeja's good. Sorry, Bahada's good. Into the corner. Boast. Just too short. Now, viewers, we had our raffles earlier today with the fellas over there running amok at our Bandeja Club tournament desk. And needless to say that I was having a good laugh. One of the players that I played and commentated on for years in pickleball, Simon Pilt, who's playing, I believe he's playing in the Bs this weekend, same division as these boys. He, nice shot there down low. He won like 3 raffles. So he has got a year's supply of alcohol. Simon, who notoriously doesn't drink. so he's set for a fun weekend. We do have the after party later on today. Smack down low. Drive is good down the middle. Gooding with the lob. Oh, slice forehand unsuccessful. And the first game going the way of Sigel and Aravena. And viewers, here on our Hold My Spoon court, we've had nothing but top quality paddle events throughout the day. A big welcome to you all tuning in around the country or internationally. Benny was saying earlier that we had a couple Kiwis tuning in, which is awesome to see. Warm conditions here in Gold Coast, viewers. The sun was away for a little bit there. We had some solid cloud cover, but at the moment, not the case. Very warm out here on our courts. As the fellas will bring it in again. Get started with our second. And remember, viewers, we will go through and do all of our matches to date, including our championship matches at some point as well. You jumping in to do some commentary, mate?
No, I just want to see the link. So I can see
Yeah. So I've just restarted him. And viewers, I'll walk you through this at home as well. So what you have to do, if you're wondering how to send it, look up for the Bandeja Club on YouTube. There you go. And then that one. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. That's us live right now. Your matches will be the stream that was just before this. And I realized that bloody Roscoe was muted in your game.
No way.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, no. Because people were messaging me like, hey, who are you talking to? Like, we can't hear him. So,
answering your own question.
yeah, literally. I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry, guys. I'm just insane. But have you and Tim gone through?
Yes, we'll be, I'd imagine, straight after this.
Oh, nice.
Either that or court 1.
Yeah, for quarters or semi?
Do you have streamage on court 1?
Nah, just this one. Just in our Hold My Spoon court.
Lovely. Hold my spoon.
Yeah, yummy food. They're doing all the food this weekend, viewers.
Very good food, actually.
Yeah. Got Ollie here in the booth with me, who's going through to finals.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll find out soon. Well, best of luck, mate. Okay, let us continue, viewers. Ball's up high. Lob called into the wall, so take 2. War with the centering shot. Opts to go for it again. Very patient play here from the gentleman. The lob, perfect. Aravena, recovery. War again. Sigel. Bahada. Backhand. Beautiful placement. Aravena down the right side of screen into that corner. Hard to defend. And you can hear that breeze blowing through, viewers. It's actually quite nice considering how warm it is today. Having our nice gusts coming through. Moore will serve again. I'm not entirely sure on the game score. Lob from Aravena. Gooding. Take 2. Sigel. Backhand volley. Oh, what a recovery though. Drive off the wall. Lob is up. Sigel opting for a gun show. Into the corner, awkward off the cage. And that works well. They're battling here, the boys, as Gooding and War take that game. I believe it's 1-1 apiece. So we'll have to get confirmation from the fellas. Might just find out when they rotate sides. But Aravena to bring it in again. Oh, War on the approach. Oh, that's unfortunate. War did really well there to get the dominant position at the net. Nice volley follow-up on the service return. 15 love here for the duo furthest from camera. Backhand volley into the net, 15-15. Service error on the tee. Lob. Gun show. Volley is good. Recovery is also good. Gooding on approach. War opting to let it go. Gooding into the net. Rolls over. Play on. Aravena. Take 2. Defensive lob into the corner is good. Perfect. Return lob. Just long. Patient play here from our bees. Good to see. Believe it's 30-15. Have to get confirmation from our fellas. Oh no, here comes the social media team. Hi, Dylan. Do you want me to look all prim and proper? Why don't you get footage when someone else is in, so I'm not just talking to myself like I'm insane? No, Monique here from, what's the name of your company again? Unique Creative. They've been doing all the social media work. Geez, Bandeja Club Instagram account, by the way. You guys have got like 1 billion stories, I might add. If you haven't yet, please follow Bandeja Club on socials, everyone. As I tell you what, they have been flat stick this year and got the 2026 schedule no doubt coming out at some point for all of our tournaments. Nice shot there. But it's been a beautiful day here at the Bandeja Club 2025 finale in Gold Coast. So much fun giving you all the broadcasts as well. As our gentlemen are currently duking it out in this awfully close one. Backhand return. Lob is there as well. High lob. Slow but harder. Oh, double volley for War, unsuccessful. And I reckon these fellas must be pretty close to juice at this point. Remember, viewers, juices will go to a golden. Playing to 9 if you've just tuned in one set. Nice Bandeja position there for Aravena, and the boys rotate. I'm just going to quickly mute and find out the score for you all at home. Yep, can confirm it is 2-1. So good to know that I'm somewhat on track here, viewers. Dead on just past 12:30 here. Oh, someone has a bulldog bringing over a cute puppy here to the broadcast. I've always got a commentary canine viewers if I can. Oh my goodness, your dog's adorable. Slow but hard up. And viewers, we can see a left-handed, right-handed combination here on the side of Gooding and War. Which typically means they have a bit of a stronger presence down the middle of the court. Here on our Hold My Spoon show court. Backhand lob. War opts for a lob of his own. Gun show. Drive. Actually, that's a phrase that I realised you guys in paddle don't use, is a drive. I was doing coaching yesterday with, the day before with Coach Nige over in the Gap. Superstar he is, by the way. Coming from Byron Bay. He was saying, Dylan, we do not use the phrase drive in paddle. So, obviously, tennis and pickleball players would know exactly what I'm referring to. So I'm going to have to find different terminology. Terrific slice applied there from Gooding. Now, viewers, we've had a whole bunch of categories this weekend. So obviously we've got our Bs on at the moment. We've got the As, which we had earlier today, and we will showcase their championships, hopefully of the men and the women later on. High ball, Bahada. Recovery, good. Volley is there, double volley. Boast. Smack into the net. But we have the Cs as well. So I was watching the mixed Cs earlier. And the gendered Cs. Good to see all my intermediate friends out there having a good time. Fair to say, viewers, they're getting stuck into the beverages as we speak. I'm a little bit jealous. Oh, off the net. Gooding thought about the tweener, couldn't get there in time. He's over there near the Jeep on the side of the court. Big thank you to Jeep, one of our silver sponsors for this weekend. Double-handed backhand. Oh, okay. Out of Ravenna, and too much oomph on that one, and it goes long into the glass. Gooding again. Bit of a question here on the score. Who's what where? Lob is up. Try is, yep, nice off pace. Into the corner. Now, viewers, if you haven't played here at Paddle Gold Coast, beautiful venue at KDV Sport. I've played here a couple of times. Good time, 6 courts. The vibes are high, the music's pumping, the bevies are flowing. Packed seating as well. A lot of people come down to watch today. It's been great to see. Boast, up high. Gooding, Bandeja. Lob up again. Patient play here from the fellas further some screen. Volley is there. High bouncing ball, rolling into a lob, and the lob goes long. Segel probably had a little bit too much time there. Single end backhand. Drops good. Lob up again. Nice punch into the corner. Yeah, beautiful there from Al Ravenna. And viewers, if you were listening, well, actually, you wouldn't have heard a word Roscoe said because he was unintentionally muted. We were talking about the bandeja. So in Spanish, it means tray. So if you think about how a waiter would hold a tray when they're giving food, that's how you hold your racket when you approach a bandeja. And Al Ravenna has a wonderful tray position. So he's obviously the big lad closest to camera on the left side of screen without the hat on. He's now shuffling to the right. He, watch when he goes up for a smash, I want you at home to have a look at his racket head position. So there, even, of course, commentators curse. Immediately makes me look silly. Thanks, mate. As what he's doing is he's holding his racket up in a flat position so that he can punch through the ball when it's a overhead. Opts to let this one bounce. Returns with a lob of his own. Gooding. Bandeja. Backhand. Off the wall. I can't believe that's not called a drive. What else could it be called? You at home, let me know in the YouTube comments. It's just a baseline hit. Punch low, volley is there. Recovery is also good. Gooding on the defensive. War frozen out at the moment. Gets his own ball, however. Kicks it into the corner. Sigel down to Gooding. Low high. War again. Into the wall. Good rally. Nice patient play here from the boys. And see our super close camera here as the fellas will swap sides. And that makes it a 2-2. It can't be 2-2. Must be 3-2. Yeah, and we can see here the fellas in deep conversation close to the camera. They are knackered. We'll see what the end score is. As I mentioned, the heat earlier, it is mighty warm on our courts at the moment. Gentlemen are just having a bit of a breather. And fair enough too. Playing to 9. Long games here. Okay, let us continue with War to serve. Volley's there. Pop up. War, Rulo. Off the cage. Doesn't count. Service error. And double bounce, so that will count as a let. Bandeja. Gooding taking a lot of it here into the corner. Pop-up is up. War aiming for that corner once again. Nice cut into the glass. Been seeing a lot of balls here go the way of Sigel, and in the end, an error on the wide side. Good pressure applied from the gentleman close to the camera. They take first of a 15 love here for our game. Okay, we've had a score dispute, so it can't be 15 if we're serving from that side of the court. So this here may very well be a 40 love. Lob is up. Perfect. War returns with one of his own. The harder opportunity, yep, oh, straight into the net. And game secured. So I believe it's 3-3 here, viewers. As it'll come back the way of Gooding and War. On our low cam here. Alavana to bring it in. Someone just called on the PA system for Dylan to come to the front office. I felt like I'm at school again, viewers. I don't. So there's obviously another Dylan here causing a ruckus. Just Dylan things, I suppose. Alavana. Quick 30 love here. Down the tee. Backhand. Into the corner, good. Corner, elite. Bit of an awkward bounce there for Gooding. Got a bunch of games going on at the moment. I can see the ladies I play with at Padel Brisbane currently battling it out on our court next to us. Paloma and Paula, who have been slowly teaching me how to speak Spanish. I'll say, viewers, I'm not very good at it, so hence why I'm not going to do it in our commentary here. Pop-up is there. Gooding again on the defensive effort. Good smack. Approach is on from Sigel and out of Vanna into the net. Geez, Gooding and Moore are doing well on the defensive effort here thus far, viewers. Lob is up. Ooh, into the net. And the approach there from Sigel, no good. And I believe this is a 4-3 going the way of Gooding and Moore, viewers. I'm going to get a score update for us all, just to keep everyone up to date. Remember, we are playing to 9. Be back in a tick. And welcome back, everyone. It's 5-2 here on our Hold My Spoon court. Let us continue. Playing to 9. Service here, and geez, Gooding and War have just been playing very consistent. Lob is up. And you'll notice, viewers, they're not trying to overhit anything. I think that's probably the main thing. Both the fellas on the opposing side of the court are just taking their time, playing high percentage shots and making Aravena and Sigel cause the errors. It's good to see. Oh, there we go. Commentator's curse again. Dylan, you got to stop complimenting players. So go straight into the net. Straight into the wall, sorry. 15-15. Gooding. Serve down the tee on the backhand. Gets the volley up to slow things down. Lob is up. What? Works well there for War. Bahada. Drop shot. Lob again. Aravena. On his own lob into the corner. Ball bounces high. Oh, my goodness, what a hit. Ripped down low. B is for best, mate. I've just tuned into the YouTube chat. I'm a big fan of the B graders. Out there running amok. And viewers, I have to say, if you are in the, Gold Coast region, got nothing on today, come down. Music's pumping, the bevies are flowing, everyone's having a good time, getting stuck into some Hold My Spoon food. We've had raffles going all day. Simon Pilt's got about 30 litres of alcohol today somehow. Don't know how he's managed to bribe his way into getting that. But we got some pickleballers coming in. G'day, guys. They got the 6-0 gear ready to go. Love my pickleballers. I saw them having a cheeky look at the paddle courts. Oh, no por quattro. Recovery from Gooding. Unable to get a big hit there from Aravena is good. Into the net. Second is good, however. Backhand into a lob. Bandeja off the wall. Safe play here from Gooding. And this is really interesting, viewers, on that. Oh, nice smack there from Aravena into the corner. In that War and Gooding are, like I said, they're just not forcing anything. And it can be frustrating versing players that are just very consistent because you need to force the play, I suppose. Lob. Bahada. Smack is good. Sigel missing it. Let's come back the way here of Sigel and Aravena to serve. Oh, clip the racket. Quick couple of points there on the side of the fellas on the other opposing side of the court. Good paddle on display. Long. Bandeja just floated a little bit there. Oh, solid whack. Gooding with the lob. Bandeja down the middle. Lob again from Gooding. Aravena trying to keep it alive. Kicking it down on the left side. Drive is there. Down on the volley is good. Bandeja again. Pop up. Lob. Gun show. Off the wall again. Oh, what a recovery. Pirouettes there. Yeah, I think it might have hit the wall first, and it did. So the game here has gone the way of Gooding and War. Now the fellas are swapping sides, and my goodness, these two are running amok at the moment. Big lead, 7-2. Good to see. Viewers, we're going to run into a quick little commercial break, and when we return, we'll continue the fun here live at the Bandeja Club 2025 finale. Okay, let us continue. Big scoreline here for the fellas close to camera. They can have a chance to put this one away. Lob is up there from Maradona. Bahada, no. Opts to go for a lob instead. That's the Bahada. There we go. Warp. Gooding backhand slice. Aravena on the backhand lob himself. Take two. Ruler attempt into the corner. Unsuccessful. Lob, however, is perfect. Up high. Smash attempt here from Aravena. Opts to take two. Take two. Very patient play here. Gun show. Good. Approach from Gooding and War. War with the quick hands. Down the middle. Net regained. Into the net. Staying alive is Gooding and War. Good paddle. Bees are best. Indeed they are. And high percentage plays here. Backhand is perfect. Lob is up. Kicking it into the corner. It was almost the Rulo. He tried kicking the top spin, missed the cage, worked anyway into the glass. Lob. Nice into the corner, forces an awkward lob. Warded well, however. Backhand. All into the cage from Gooding. And they've been playing so consistent all day. And that there's a good example of when you try and press it, what can occur. Well, it looks like the jumping castle's back on. Viewers on our, if I change my camera view, I don't know if you can see it actually. Let me look at that camera. No, so just on the right side of our court, we have a jumping castle with a bunch of little ones jumping in there at the moment. May have seen Coach Manu over there earlier today having a good time. You seem mighty chuffed with how his tournament's going so far. Let's just say, viewers, we are running well and truly ahead of schedule. The boys are doing so well from a tournament point of view. A big thank you to all of our tournament staff working tirelessly. That was a terrific serve. Take two. Smacked into the corner. Smart play from War. Game one. These boys are in cruise control for our quarterfinal. The question is, can these fellas here respond? Aravena to serve. Volley long. Ball's up. Bahada. Lob. Kicked into the corner again. See, that's what I mean. It's not net. I mean, I know it's not a Rulo because he's obviously hitting it from the right side of the court, but it's the same motion. He's rolling over the ball in a top spin, kicking it into that corner, forcing a high bounce. It's awkward to read for Sigel. Done it a couple of times here. High again. Gun show. Gooding and War on approach. Aravena with a good recovery. There's that kick again I'm talking about. High bouncing ball. The Bahada is perfect. War with the recovery. Aravena on approach. Lob is up. Smacks it into the wall. Gooding flinging it up, hoping for the best. Offense is good, however. Sigel and Aravena control of the net. Lob is up from the corner. Good defensive effort. Digged out. Slice. Perfect. Gooding keeping things alive. War with the recovery off the bounce is solid. And that's a beautiful place there from Aravena. What a rally we've seen from our boys on court. A little bit more offense from Aravena and Sigel. They're versing some rock-solid defense from Gooding and War. Oh, what a shot. Into the corner is perfect. And again, depth is great. Into the corner. War keeping it alive. Aravena down the middle. Gooding with the drive attempt. Unsuccessful. Oh, pirouette. Oh, don't hit the car. He has. Gooding has just sent that straight into our Jeep on the sideline. Oh dear, 6 and out, mate. And as a result, they've won the game. Hit the car on the full, you're out. And the boys have rotated at an 8-3. Good fight on our hands. Big thank you to Head. Get him behind us here as the major sponsor for our Bandeja finale. I actually got my first racket playing at the Bandeja last year. It was a Head racket. Been using it ever since. Okay. Let us continue. Gooding to bring it in. They're very close to a victory here, but Aravana and Sigel not giving up. Great service. Backhand kick. Slice applied is good. Dropped in from War. Opts to go for the corner. Aravana with the defensive effort. Sigel backhand. Drop approach. Lunge is good. Into the wall. Aravana lob. Long. Good rally. This game's really starting to pick up. 15 love. Bandeja. Low pickup, however, from Aravana is good. The run is there. Backhand drive. Perfect. Boast. War in the corner. Opts to defend. Recovery's perfect. Take two. Aravana again. A lot of Bandejas at the moment, keeping it alive. Smack into the corner. Perfect. Recovery, however, from War. Elite. Gooding getting involved. Aravana. Oh, what quick hands. Lob is good as well. Gooding down low. And off the wall, unsuccessful. What a rally. These two fellas like what they see. Gooding and War keeping up, keeping alive, and as such, high percentage plays on their behalf. 30 love. Into the wall. I believe we have a game and potentially match point here on the racket of Gooding. Cut into the wall. Gooding. Lob is up. War and Gooding doing well here. Down low into the net, and that's rolled through, and we do have a victory here on the side of Gooding and War at a 9-3. Terrific battle on their behalf. Well done to the fellas. Sigel and Aravana played some good paddle as well, but in the end, just rock solid consistency on the side of Gooding and War, and they will go through to the semis for our Bees viewers. And the broadcast will continue for our finals today. We'll have a little bit of a breather as we get ready for our next set of matches here at Padel Gold Coast. And when we return, more action here from the finale 2025. 2, 1. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Bandeja Club 2025 finale live here at Padel Gold Coast. My name's Dylan Kimlin. Sitting alongside me, we have one of the top players here in Australia, Mr. Gareth Keating, who's currently joining me in the booth. We're getting smacked by all these paddle balls here, mate, as in our little commentary booth. But we are about to get underway with the men's A semi-final. Gareth, this is set to be a doozy.
Mate, thanks for the invite to come and have a chat with you while these guys are warming up. Bandeja Club, $2,000 for prize money.
Yeah.
Has brought out these four. Probably all four would be in the top 10, 20 currently of the men's Australian rankings. So super high level.
It should be good. So we've got locals here getting behind the fellas. Mr. Roscoe Taylor right here in front of us.
Yeah, Ross is wearing his Australian outfit. Of course, last week he was representing Australia at the Asia Cup.
Yeah.
And he also has a benefit that Ross, this is his club. So he's the founder. He started it 6 or 8 years ago and grown from 2 courts to 6 courts and now having amazing events like this. So hometown hero, Ross Taylor, fresh off playing for Australia. I know he's going to be keen to get into this match today.
Yeah, I had a funny moment earlier, Gareth. I had Roscoe in the booth and accidentally had him muted. So that's a good way to make a good first impression, viewer, is just shush the big boss up. But he's out there on the court now, so no doubt will play well. And he's teaming up with Jimenez, who we've had on the broadcast, I believe, last year. I had him on the, in Brisbane. I might have had him in the Bandeja streams as well. I do remember his name. So he's a very solid player. Teaming up with the easiest last names in paddle, in brown and white. So they keep our job very easy, mate. But
Felipe, you're talking about Felipe there in the yellow shirt playing alongside Ross.
Yeah.
So I think his day job is here at the academy. Very accomplished tennis player and performance coach.
Yeah.
So I know he works here on site and then plays a ton of paddle here with Ross and the guys as well. So
I wonder if he's played pickleball.
Oh, I'm sure.
I reckon I've commentated on him, but I don't know if it was paddle. If I'm being dead honest with you, he looks mighty familiar. But and obviously they're up against Brown and White, who are currently having a good whack at the back there. We saw them feature in the Aussie Masters. Well, we saw Ollie feature in the Aussie Masters last weekend, which you, Mr. Keating, performed very well in.
Thank you. I took a bit of a beating to Oliver White and Giovanni Nucci in the men's 35s final. So Ollie's also a Gold Coast guy. I know he trains here a lot. He was probably eligible to go to Asia Cup, but recently had the birth of his first child, so sat that one out, but won the 35s and now in the semis here today at Bandeja Club. So he's obviously informed, but not got the green light to travel just yet as a new dad. No,
family first, and congrats to the little one, Ollie. Wonder if little one's over here today, actually, watching the paddle.
Yeah, they were here earlier. I know he's representing with his missus earlier today, but I don't know. It's pretty hot and due for a storm later, so they might have snuck off.
Well, as a result, viewers, because we do have the big, dark, scary clouds on the way, which actually, if I change my view, you might be able to just see what I'm referring to. So in the distance, you can see those scary clouds coming from the background there. As a result, we will be playing 1 set to 9. So probably not necessarily traditional, right? That's not a normal scoring format.
not for big prize money, not for points. That's absolutely not normal. But for Bandeja Club, they're all about entertainment and short, sharp formats, getting them involved. So they've gone 1st to 9. So it's going to be really important for these guys to start well as Tim finishes his last couple smashes. Tim had a great year last year. I remember there was an 8-month period or 12-month period. Tim didn't lose a match. He was playing amazing. So he's fresh off Asia Cup. Him and Ollie have won a couple Oz Paddle Tour events together as a fresh team last year. So I think they're coming off the back of 2 tournament victories maybe.
Oh, so it's crazy to think that there's like no real dark horse in this, right? Because you have so many Aussie representatives. Anyone can take it, which is amazing to see the Bandeja Club providing such high-quality paddle players here.
It is.
Paddle Gold Coast.
That's why I was pumped when you invited me to come have a chat. I was like, this match is for the informed players in Australia right now. Yeah. All going for the prize money. 3 Australia team representatives and 1 international. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Here we go.
Going to be a doozy. And let's get started here. We got the big boss himself, Mr. Roscoe, to bring it in. Love. playing to 9, and that's the most anticlimactic start we could have possibly had as Roscoe serves it straight into the wall. Take 2. And backhand volley is there, straight off the wall. Jimenez, Taylor, Guncho down the middle, Bahada. Backhand lob again. We can see a lot of ball going the way of White. Brown, backhand volley. Roscoe getting involved early. Guncho towards Brown. White with the lob. Smashes there. Ollie reading it well into the net. Unsuccessful. First points going the way of Taylor and Jimenez.
Very measured first point. Everyone under control. No one going too big, feeling each other out. There is a little bit of wind here. A few gusts of wind, so the guys being a little bit more conservative maybe for point 1.
Yeah, cage there for Taylor, who's trying to rip these serves in early. I was actually having a chat to Roscoe earlier, Gareth, as the ball goes up. Bang. Quattro, yes, 4 and out. And Roscoe was explaining that he's typically plays left side, but he's actually recently transitioned to a right side player. He talked about the differences of the two sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Over the last couple of years, he's shown his versatility. He plays both sides now. Wow, look at that boast off the sidewall. That was ridiculous.
Punch through, ball still alive. Flick is up, just short.
The side boast there was absolutely phenomenal, showing you that he can play right.
Yeah.
Using the side wall. Amazing.
Yeah, gets it done. And a big vamos there from Tim Brown. He wants this victory to go through to the championship, which will be played after this, viewers. Taylor to bring it in again, rocking the Aussie uniform there. Into the net. Take 2. Pop-up is there. Immediate aggression, and that is not coming back. Jimenez putting that one away.
Felipe's got an absolute cannon there on the left side. He's going to take the majority of smashes. Not only he's got the power, he's got an enormous amount of topspin on his smash. Works really well, that kick smash, to get the point over.
Lob is up. Oof. Don't know if Taylor got all that he wanted on that.
30-all point. You don't want to miss a relatively easy ball for him.
No, and as such, 30-40, and Taylor sucking in the oxygen, bringing in again. Good service. Lob is up. Opting to let it bounce. Off the wall, punched into the corner again. Defensive effort from Taylor. Ollie White taking his time, letting it bounce, punched away. Defensive effort, however. Taylor flicking it across. White with the lob. Taylor on the defensive again. Goes out of the court, kept in, and that's into the net.
That is a phenomenal point on break point. He got out early and just a little slow controlled ball back inside the gate into the net for the break of serve early. That was just phenomenal.
My goodness, Gareth, you picked the right game to come and watch. What was that?
No, ridiculous point. Early on, I thought Ross and Felipe were in charge of that point. Ross hit the smash to perfection, but Ollie read it early, got out early, and looked really controlled as he got it back through the gate.
And viewers, we did have the Aussie Masters last week where we did have a couple of attempts like that outside of the court, but the players had to keep 1 foot in the court, if I remember right. Whereas for today's events, the players can run out and keep it back in, which is
not sure if you have a good view of it, but they've got the blue wings on the side of the court. So as long as they're standing in the blue wings, it's play on.
Okay. Let us continue here to 1-love. So good start here for the duo of Brown and White. As you mentioned, breaking serve. And I've got to ask you a question, Gareth. Obviously, you're a pro. You know what you're talking about. I got taught this week from our resident coach at the Gap, good old Nige. And he was telling me you don't use the phrase driving in paddle. Like when you rip a normal, I call it a drive. Obviously, a tennis and a pickleball play. Nice side post.
No.
What do you call it?
Drive is not a paddle word. I think it's pretty common in pickleball, right?
Yeah,
Drive. The literal translation, I think in Spanish, the right side player is called a drive, as in the control player.
Yeah,
but that's a literal translation, so we don't use that word in English. Not sure what you'd call it.
But just like a normal baseline hit. Like, what do you call it in paddle? Just hit?
Forehand.
Forehand,
backhand. Absolutely.
All right. I got to change my terminology, viewers. We're learning here in the booth as we go along.
Well, you're a dual player. You're a pickleball and a paddle expert, so you got to change your lingo.
All right, wait till I start speaking Spanish, viewers. It's all over there. As it goes into the corner, Paola and Paloma will give me so much trouble if I start ripping into some Spanish language. Love those ladies. Hopefully their game's going well on our court to the right.
Super quick hold there from team 2-0.
Yes, they've done well. And for Jimenez and Taylor, I don't know, they just not as consistent at the moment, I feel, is probably the main difference.
Yeah, I think it's a slightly, with the wind, they're on a slightly better end to hold serve now. I would imagine they would hold.
Post is
this
good,
game.
and that is gone. Well and truly sent to the stands. Our crowd are enjoying some frothies over there on our Gold Coast Paddle Gold Coast rather side of the court. Jimenez to bring it in again. Service down the tee is good. Pop up immediately. Thumbing it into the wall. White, Brown. Jimenez lob. Opts to let it bounce. Backhand off the wall is good, and White on aggression into the wall, unsuccessful. It does seem that White loves pushing up immediately. He plays very aggressive at the net.
100%. Both of these teams love to take control from the net. That's the goal. Of course, the big advantage when serving is you take control of the net first. But I know White and Brown keen to, whether via lob or a little Chiquita, they're keen to get in and take control of the net.
Ooh, Taylor got up high there.
They've chosen to lob Ross early in this match, partly because Felipe's got such a cannon of a smash, but partly the bigger smashes usually come from the ad side of the court, the left side of the court.
Kick is up again. White, as we mentioned, Jimenez with the lob. White again. Jimenez in the corner, digging it out. Awkward shot.
Yeah, Ollie did well to take over the net and hit two walls. I think we're looking at 40-30, so still servers in control.
I think that was service was called long. Yep, as a result, Jimenez again. Thumping it into the wall. And yeah, game secured, and geez, Brown and White.
I think we're at deuce. He's just
Having a towel
upset.
off.
Yeah, upset at the sweatiness of his grip. He knows the importance of this. Down to love. Juice. He wants a clean grip, ready to go. Is it deciding point? Who's going to take the ball?
You remember, viewers, for all of our juices, we are doing gold. And we've been offered a bevy here in the commentary booth. Thank you, sir. Oh, I won't say no to that. Thank you. Oh, you're a good old pale ale here in the booth. And let us continue. Jimenez, no Pocotro. Taylor on offensive again. Oh, and he's clipped the racket.
He's missed it. They had two smashes there to complete that game and keep it at 2-1. They didn't hit either smash cleanly. There is a little bit of wind up there. They'll be disappointed at that result. I think they had 40 love or 40-15 in that game. To go down 3 love in a short format, got a lot of work to do.
That stings. And Gareth, did you play earlier this week, like today?
I did. I got to tell you, you were giving me a rap for my quality of game. I'm exclusively a 35s and 45s player. I rock up to an event like this and I'm just outplayed.
Yeah.
Some really good young guys. They play at a certain pace, certain speed.
Yeah.
And I got chopped up pretty well from Dom and Andre yesterday. Gave me a bit of a beating.
Oh,
and
those fellas played well earlier. So. Yeah, but that's the beauty of paddle, right? Like, and that's why I've very quickly become such a fan, and I'm an addict. I play it non-stop. Is just how humbling the sport is. You think you've figured one particular thing out, you come out and verse someone else, like, okay, yeah, I have a lot to learn. As White will bring it in again at a 3 love. A terrific start for the fellas close to the camera. Kicking it low, White keeping control of the net. Nice low shot into the side wall. Jimenez unable to dig it out. That breeze is beautiful. It's been warm all day, viewers. Backhand service. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's fairly common on the ad side there. Ollie's an ad side player, left side player. It's fairly common, these guys with great backhands will start it off that way. It just gives the opponent a different look, especially if it hits the wall.
Yeah.
Just a slightly different spin.
So when you say, just obviously I'm always trying to promote education for our viewers. When you say ad side, what are you referring to?
Ad side. So normally in tennis, the juice side is the right side.
Yep.
Juice side, you start every game, starts with a point there.
Yep.
And normally every juice is there. So that's called the juice side. And then the ad side, when someone has an advantage server or advantage returner, that's the left side.
Yep.
I'm talking tennis talk, so I apologise.
Okay, I've been saying
I think in
drive all
paddle
day.
it's left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using pickleball terms as well, so don't stress. I got to figure it out as we go along. But I was having a chat to Benny earlier, and we were talking about how there's so many of our tennis friends and pickleball friends and badminton players getting stuck into paddle, and how cool it is, all the different racket sports coming together and
That's
embracing all these wonderful sports. Well, pop-up is there. Taylor, awkward one. Boast is up. Jimenez.
Ollie went out, and Tim came across and covered for the in ball. That's great teamwork. They both went out that side gate. They know Felipe's favourite smashes with that kick spin.
Yeah.
One covered the out ball on the wings outside, and the other came and covered whatever was going to land in the court.
Yeah, single-handed backhand Paul Cotro from Brown. He just whacked it with that wrist. Beautiful strike of the ball.
No, Tim's an excellent defender. He's known for his read on the ball, his speed up to that court. They are on fire. Tim and Ollie, for love. I don't think anyone saw this start coming.
Well, I just want to talk about viewers. That particular shot there that we just saw, the amount of slice applied onto it just died off the wall. So they're doing everything right at the moment. Pop-up is there. Jimenez with the smash. White. I don't think he got racket to
didn't
it.
touch. That's one of Felipe's best smashes so far this match.
Yep.
He didn't quite get a hold of a couple that cost them early.
So Taylor to bring it in. 15 love. Backhand. Lob is up. Taylor opts to let it bounce. Both fellas coming up to the net. Lob is there. Unsuccessful. Into the cage. Taylor again. Nice read. Jimenez with the offensive lob. Oh, the pickup just short. Sheesh. Quick hands.
Yeah, it's really entertaining. When all four players at the net, they're all super fast, great volleys, and you get some dynamic points. 4 at the net.
Lob is up again. Off for the Bandeja. Oh, down low. White court.
Yeah, Ollie White trying to sneak in there. Might have been covering for Felipe's big one, but just got a little bit tripped up.
Are you seeing any trends thus far, Gareth? We're now 4 games in.
Geez, I do. I see that Ollie and Tim are lobbing just so well in the wind, making it really difficult for these guys to get short points. That's the difference for me. There's Felipe with a short smash.
Oh, nice read. Into the corner, White recovering. Taylor, gun show. Backhand across the Jimenez on the defensive Taylor as well. Brown into the wall. Good rally.
Great point. Ross and Felipe trying to find a couple wins here, trying to stay in the match.
Commentating paddle's fun. It's like footy. It's just frenetic.
It is
crazy.
frenetic. Every point's a little bit crazy in its own way.
It's great.
Especially at this level. Anything can happen. And there's a hold for Roscoe. Be happy with that. 1-4.
Yep. Yeah, much needed. And we are using the head balls this weekend, viewers. I was actually having a chat to Ollie White earlier today, who played in the Aussie Masters last week, and he was talking about the difference of playing at different venues. And it was fascinating just hearing about how different balls bounce differently and the pace of the courts, etc. And yeah, that was very interesting getting his take and going from the Brisbane, obviously the Gap where you and I play, compared to here at Gold Coast and the different pace and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, I needed to adjust.
It is. Was lucky enough to play on this centre court here yesterday, and the grass is a little bit faster, shorter. There's less sand.
Yep.
So I found this court to be incredibly fast.
Yep.
And then the difference in ball is noticeable. The Wilson balls last week were noticeably faster.
Very quick, yeah.
And here they're a little fluffier, a little lighter, it feels like. Harder to get pace. They slow down, but with the fast court. So, look, you're 100% right. Different conditions, different court. And a guy like Ollie, he's probably good enough to make some adjustments, understand it, adapt, 100%.
Well, the way I see it, and obviously you're a tennis expert, right? In that, oh, nice recovery. Ball is there. We'll finish that train of thought. Ollie White straight into the net, into the wall, sorry. Is obviously in tennis you got like grass and clay and hard court. Paddle, I guess it's all grass, but it's different types, right? Like different venues play differently.
Different temperatures have a big way to do it. You go and play in Melbourne on a cold day or up here at the Gold Coast on a hot day, and it's a completely different game style.
I reckon that's so cool. And obviously, as more and more, beautiful lob, Taylor recovering. White, volley, perfect. Jimenez, what a pickup. Flogging it into the corner, Jimenez on the defensive, and that goes long. But yeah, I reckon it's so cool as more and more tournaments kick off, the players will start to just recognise different play styles at different venues. Oh, what a hit.
Yeah, Tim Brown closing out anything that's above the shoulder. His first volley is so good. That's why he wins so many tournaments. Big, tall guy, Tim. Anything above the shoulder is very dangerous. Moves incredibly well for a big, tall guy. And unbelievable on the volley. Can look awkward sometimes on the volley. Not amazing technique at times, but his error ratio is just phenomenal. He can go entire sets without missing a ball.
We've got a good rally on display. Oh, beautiful into the cage.
Amazing little disguise there from Ollie. Little side angle, inside out forehand.
It's almost like, we call that a tomahawk in pickleball.
It's exact. Yeah, I like that. It's a great
Yeah,
name.
you open across.
Wonder how do you say that in Spanish?
Oh, I'm not going to attempt it. I would offend too many people. But, yeah, what a year for paddle. As this is our, I imagine for Gold Coast, is probably the last tournament of the year. It's been exceptional, mate.
It's been great. The Australian Paddle Tour has been phenomenal. Seniors are wrapping up, and then Bandeja Club has that Pro-Am style, exhibition style, big prize money circuit. So it's been great. A lot of opportunities for these players to play amongst Australian team, Asia Cup.
Yes.
It's been good. I know Tim travels a lot. Tim's overseas playing a lot of tournaments in Asia, trying to make a name for himself. I know Dom travels a lot. He was in Spain majority of the year, training and improving. So good that you can stay in town and play a lot of matches too.
Recovery. Boasters up. Jimenez up high into the cage. Ollie wide with the post.
He's got it.
Oh, no
Play
way.
on.
No
That's
way.
phenomenal. Unlucky for Felipe to have the strange bounce off the top of the cage.
Yeah.
And Ollie, amazing reactions to dig that out.
Jeez, he was spinning wheels in the mud there and managed to keep out of jail.
And to win the point off that
Yes.
shot. He was lucky to get there.
So 5-1 here. Jimenez to bring it in again. Lob is up. Bandeja. White again. Another approach. Jimenez on the defensive. White kicking it into the wall.
White did great job through lobs. He can attack that net, grab the net. Unlucky to miss the smash, but I think that's been the difference maker.
Yeah.
Tim and Ollie being able to take that net with great lobs.
Viewers, we've got one of our tournament staff members, Codes, here behind us. Mate, do we know who we're playing next at all? Just so I can let the viewers know.
No, actually, on this court we don't. I believe that it might actually be the women's final.
Oh,
Depending
nice.
on how long this one goes for.
There we go, viewers. We might have some of our Women's A championships on our court next. It's funny, Gareth. I was actually speaking to Alex, who obviously works at the Paddle Gap. Women's C? Oh, nice.
Yep.
We might be able to see the ladies that I play with. Oh, God. They're going to hate me if I get to commentate on their match. Lob is good. On the defensive end, Jimenez with the volley. Approach is there. Taylor getting involved.
That was a great point. That's probably the longest point we've had so far in the match. Little net cord maybe made things unfair towards the end, but that was one of the longest, most controlled points. Really good to see.
And of course, it's me waffling on about things that are not relevant. But I was talking to Alex, who, for viewers at home, she works at the Gap where both Gareth and I play at, and I was like, "Do you want to come in and commentate some of the women's games?" Like, because I'm always like, we should have a female voice in to commentate women's games, right? We'll see what she reckons. She has very thick French accent, viewers, so I don't know if she'll be keen for it.
No, it'd be good. It's great you've invited some different people to get involved.
Oh, I love it. You've got to get more voices in, you know? Jimenez to bring it in again. Taylor. Lob is up. White flings it up, hopes for the best. Slow Bandeja approach. Jimenez with the volley. Up is White. He's got quick hands here, Jimenez. Into the cage. Recovery is good. Brown, pop up. Taylor, Guncho. Kicks, popped up again.
There's that lob. Oh, he's missed it. Jeez, he plays that lob well.
Yeah, volley lob. Not easy to do.
It's true.
We're seeing some good fire here from the fellas halfway through this matchup. Remember, viewers, if you are just tuning in, we are playing 1-9. Kick smash. Oh, that is
amazing.
pretty.
Ollie tried to rush and crush the net. Felipe just definitely, slowly, a little angle behind him. So they're holding in there. Is that the second game they've got so far?
5-2, I believe.
Geez, 5-2, and it looks a little closer than that.
Yeah.
But that start, the first 3 or 4 games where Ollie and Tim just took over, going to be tough to come back.
Yep. Codes, if you could get a Sorry, guys, I'm yelling here. I'll mute myself. If we could get a female commentator, if we're doing females matches.
Yes, Sasha's finished. She's got to run a kids clinic. That's the only other
That's
thing.
okay.
So I'll
Just if
find
someone's available, just because it's good to have ladies.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, 5-2 as... Oh, here we go. I was talking about Alex. You're running away.
Women's match next. Women's match. They need a woman here. No.
No, she's not keen at all.
He does everything, and then I'll just sometimes.
No, she's not keen. It's all right.
I'm not good at it.
I don't know, mate. You can just talk paddle. I say, viewers, I versed Alex the other day. I got absolutely obliterated. I learnt the hard way. Do not go up against her on the court. No, you can go home. We'll see you at the courts.
Yeah. You know, Simon and Steven, they won against the Cubs.
Did they? Nice. Sorry, guys. We got... You know, Gareth, it's relevant because we are talking to Alex. Do you foresee a potential rivalry between the Gap and Gold Coast?
Look, we've talked about having a little club versus club, Gold Coast versus Brisbane here. I think we'd be outgunned in the next 6 months, 2 years. There are a lot of good players down here. But look, Brisbane, it's good to see pretty well represented down here in this tournament. We've got a lot of our Brisbane guys playing and learning. And over time, you never know, it might be a little rivalry.
Yeah, and viewers, I'm saying that because both Gareth and I and Alex, who were just having a chat with, obviously from the Gap, which we did have our last Bandeja event over in Brizzy. It was good fun. Good to see more paddle venues popping up all over the place so we can play this beautiful sport. The fellas have returned. Roscoe Taylor trying to fire himself up. He's ready to go. He'll be receiving here on the right side, as we were talking about earlier. He's opting for that right side play. Ollie White to bring it in. 5-2, sorry, love. Let us continue. Backhand volley, lob is there. Kicked again. Nice play from Brown.
Anything slightly high on Brown's going to be punished.
Yeah. He deals with it very well. 15 love here. White with this backhand serve. Punched.
Monster smash. Well done, Tim.
And
Off a great serve, too. The 1-2 combo, these guys are doing well. They're serving aggressive. They're following up aggressive. Ross and Felipe, to turn this match around, they're going to need a break here shortly.
And for Tim, that's effortless. He's just, bang. It's just gone. He puts no effort into it. So much power. Pop-up is there. White on the defensive. Bandeja across to Taylor. Volley is approached. Lob up. Punch down the middle. Nice awkward shot there for Jimenez. On the lob is a recovery. Take two. Bandeja down the middle. Solid plays here from all of our fellas. Each one trying to gain the net position, which Brown does. White opts to slow things down. Recovery from Jimenez is elite. Taylor opting to let it bounce into the corner. Pop-up is there. White taking his time off the bounce. Awkward into the wall.
Awkward.
Jimenez again into the wall. Lob from Brown, elite. Guncho down on the side of White. Boast into the corner. Perfect.
It's gone in somehow
Taylor
with the wind.
Keeps it in. There's absolute mayhem here on our court. Oh, another
That's
awkward
a great
one.
get
What
out
a
of the corner,
pickup.
off the wall.
This is an elite
They're
rally.
both here.
Taylor with a jog. Boast is up.
And
we
the
have a
wind's going to
switch.
take it.
Into the cage. Jimenez, backhand, slows things down. Switch here on the side of Taylor and Jimenez, and they win the rally.
Fantastic point. Had everything. Both teams scrambling, digging out balls in the corner, both lobbing extraordinarily well. Super long point there. Champagne paddle.
Exceptional from the fellas, and Roscoe. Big smile on his face. He enjoyed that one. He's got a bit of a limp, actually. Hopefully he's okay.
Can that be the turning point? I know usually in a match like this, 1 or 2 points puts it at 30-15. Can that be enough to break and change the whole course of the match?
Now, let's find out. White with the volleys. Nice lob, awkward bounce. Taylor ripping into the corner. Boast is up, and that is a por quattro out of here into the other court.
Roscoe really measured. Could have pulled the trigger on that first smash. Opted to put it in the corner and get a slightly shorter smash where he put it out of the court.
Yep.
So really controlled, measured paddle from Ross. Well done. 30 all. And important point here.
Oh, mate, huge. And for Roscoe, like we talked about, he has so much experience on the left. So that overhead finish opportunity, you might rarely get one on the right side. You know he's going to deal with it appropriately. White with the Bandeja. Jimenez, immediate aggression.
Good
Lob is
hands.
up, awkward. Brown kicking into the wall, and that's a beautiful shot.
Tim putting it away. When anything's floating, Tim's very dangerous.
You reckon he's got one of the best overheads in Australia?
Geez, that right side that he just cut into the cage is very good. It is certainly, there's not many guys on the tour doing that shot.
Lob up again. Bandeja into the wall. Volley is good. Jimenez slowing things down. Bandeja into the corner. Taylor with the pirouette. Pop-up is there. Another Bandeja down the middle. Control play on the side of White and Brown. Boast on the side of Jimenez.
Wow.
Somehow got it back over. Ball still live. Avoiding the cages, Jimenez. Brown kicking at it.
There's that smash.
Take two. Into the wall.
He's
Did that
missed
go long?
He's missed that long.
It
Where
did.
juiced.
Ooh.
There's that right side smash he does in the cage. Jesus, dangerous. Ross Taylor did a great job even getting it back. Tim went to finish, missed the ball by inches
So
to go
good.
ahead 6-2. So now we're at break point.
Golden.
Golden.
So it's no, for our Juices viewers, no long, no shorts, just straight into golden point. So Ollie White to bring it in. Pivotal point. Terrific serve. Recovery. Jimenez is good. Running is Taylor. Boast is up. Opts to let it bounce. Lob is perfect. White kicking it into his own Boast. Taylor on the left side now in his comfortable position. Brown recovery. Boast is up. Jimenez, big finish into the feed of Brown.
Amazing point. Ross Taylor with the great return. Defense everywhere. And Jimenez finished with a big cannon. We called that earlier breaking point. We called that 15-30 point as maybe a potential turning point.
Yeah.
And there's their first break. They're still down a break, but they're clawing their way through, looking a lot more confident. That this last game has had the 4 best points of the match.
So good, viewers. Strap yourselves in. Here on our Hold Your Spoon, Hold My Spoon court. Jeez, I need to hold myself at the moment.
Hold My Spoon.
Yeah.
What a great name for a court. I love it.
They're yummy. Have you tried their food?
I haven't heard all about
Oh,
their
my goodness.
business model and the way they're working. Seems like it's super popular.
Mate, I got tucked into their food over at the canteen earlier. Ooh, boy. It was very yummy. Let us continue. Taylor to bring it in on the service, and that was a huge point. Boasters there.
Aye.
Taylor taking left. We've had a tumble. Jimenez on
We've
the
had
ground.
a tumble. He's gone down. Who was the guy that actually dunked that out? Portrez. Not sure. One of the guys hit the ground hard. Not sure whose racket that came
I think
off.
Taylor hit it, and Jimenez went for it because Taylor, we've seen, is now switching him up, taking that left side. So a little bit of communication. The energy may be a little bit high for Jimenez. That's a beautiful shot in the corner. Pops up high, and Ollie White
Wow, good hands.
controlling. Brown with the backhand. White, Bandeja. Jimenez just keeping everything alive at the moment. Quick hands. Taylor on approach. Pop-up is there, and that'll go long. Win taking care of it.
I feel a little bit of a power shift here. Felipe Ross won the last 2 points, playing incredibly well. Just after a fresh break, I think I do see a little bit of confidence now. Definitely a little bit sharper play. Felipe's hands at the net, being able to half volley some of these smashes, really an improvement on the opening 4 games.
Oh, it's exceptional. We are really seeing some elite paddle here, viewers. As Taylor will bring it in again. Straight into an immediate volley. Pop-up is long, and yeah, that's twice now. We've seen 2 lobs go long. Wind definitely playing a factor.
And I believe it's 40 love now. Ross and Felipe looking comfortable on their serve.
Taylor kicking in the middle. Lob is up. Jimenez with the big smash.
Wow.
Oh, that's a 3 and out.
He's got that out.
Beautiful.
I think they've won 10 of the last 12 points by my recollection. They're down 30 love. Maybe 11 out of the last 12 points they've won.
Yep.
Credit to them, some great play from the more difficult end, I would say.
Terrific play, Gareth, and we're watching some elite paddle here. And as you mentioned, a momentum change. I believe it is currently 5-4.
5-4, and they're right back in this match. They're still down a break. They've
Yeah.
got a little bit of work to do, but the shift in momentum's been clear for me.
Well, considering the score earlier, you know, Taylor and Jimenez have done terrific to come back into it. So, yeah, now the question is, can Brown and White respond? You know, they were playing so well earlier, but momentum's a funny thing in racket sports. You know how
Agree.
quickly it can change.
Especially as a team, if your partner can elevate, you just got to go with him when the time's right and have another
Yeah.
little run. I'm
Yeah.
sure they've kind of exited the sun. They've gone deep into shaded territory where they're talking tactics.
Yep.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they respond from that.
Yeah, well, time will tell. And viewers, for our 2026 tournament schedule, I imagine there'll be plenty of news released on social media from not only Padel Australia, but also Bandeja. Make sure you follow them on social media to keep up to date with everything. No doubt the Gap will be having a bunch of tournaments.
Yeah, we've been talking to Coden and Manu about trying to secure at least 1 or 2 Bandeja Club events.
Nice.
As well as hopefully Padel Australia putting us on the calendar.
Yep. Oh, the Masters was so much fun.
Yeah, very lucky
Last week.
to be given a sanctioned tournament with some points.
Yep.
Bring some players from all over the place to showcase the club.
All right, the time is now, viewers. We are playing to 9, so we're halfway through. Played 9 games total. Tim Brown, Ollie White, a little bit of pressure on their side. Can they stabilise? Service in from Brown. See it pop up there. White with the kick. Portres, and that is out of here. Beautiful.
Yeah, all the players now showcasing that Portres being able to dunk it out. It looks like on the court adjoining, Dylan. Am I right in saying that's the other men's semi-final?
Yeah, that's Mr. Bouchard and Malisi over there. They were playing on our finals match earlier. So, yeah, it must be the other semi, because I have a feeling we're trying to get the ladies' championship on this court next. Gumtree there from Taylor, ripped across. Brown taking his time. Lob is up. Taylor really slowing things down here.
It was a slow. You're right. That's a good pick. He slowed down that smash. A lot of margin for error. Very safe. Shorten the court and maintaining control of the point.
Yep. Yeah, and viewers, it is obviously in paddle we see a lot of players with terrific smash prowess. Like talk about Jimenez with that absolute cannon of a smash, but depth control and speed control is so important in paddle. Portres and the recovery unsuccessful there from Jimenez. Nice shot.
Yeah, some of the best smashers, as in players, have the great balance between power, speed, and control. So they mix it up and give their opponent different looks at different speeds, different spins, make it really difficult.
Just about making your opposition uncomfortable, right? You can't just be very predictable. As that lob goes long, and I definitely think the wind's blowing towards us, Gareth.
Yeah.
We'll see another lob.
Being increasingly more difficult to lob effectively.
Yep. And Brown will continue to bring it in. Good battle on our hands here, viewers. Service into the cage. Take 2. A little wide side, nice kick, and
Ollie White was great during that game. He's dunked 2 smashes out, some aggressive volleys there to help Tim Brown hold.
well, that there was an example of not a smash or an overhead rather that was just placed well. You applied the right amount of spin on it, awkward to pick up. Jimenez, good serve. Oh, what a return!
Amazing return from Tim. One of his strengths, just does so well. His reaction speed makes a lot of balls when he shouldn't.
Kicked into the corner. Brown speeding it up. White with the lob. Still controlling the net is Jimenez. Into the cage. Lob up again. Jimenez take 2. Opting for this corner. A lot towards Brown. White sort of frozen out at the moment. Awkward shot there. Decides to slow it down. All players at the net, and Brown. Ooh, don't want to say that was a bread and butter shot for him, but
He'd be disappointed missing that. They directed a lot of balls at Brown. Brown handled it well, but ultimately finished with the error.
bang. Oh,
Wow,
recovery
look
is
at the
good.
hands.
Oh, Ollie White.
Incredible. Tim Brown with the reactions, and Oliver's found himself in an awkward spot at the net, and also a bit of a ninja volley there, reaction speed.
Viewers, it was Halloween last night, and Ollie White crept up like a ghost. Trick or treat. Kick is good, and here he goes again. Oh, the Dormalina recovery is good, however. And we can slow things down once more. Bahada there on the side of Taylor. White kicking it across. Jimenez now with the lob. Slow shot. Switch on the side of Taylor and Jimenez. Lob is perfect, however. Backhand kick. White getting a lot of the ball now. Tim Brown frozen out in this rally. Bahada kicking it across to Brown. Lob up. Brown taking his time. Slow one down the middle again. Taking the net position is Taylor and Jimenez. Lob is perfect, however. Bahada across to Brown.
Tactical battle now, slowing down.
Oh, into the cage, diving from Jimenez. Oh, into the net.
Missed the easy one.
What a rally.
Very slow, measured, tactical rally. Battle of attrition there. No one hitting fast shots. No one going super powerful. And he was lucky enough to play off the side cage, got a favourable bounce, easy forehand volley,
Oh,
not
my
something
goodness.
you'd usually miss, Ollie.
You love to see it, and I believe that might have been for the game, as we had a service change here, Gareth. Bahada on the side of Jimenez. Pop-up is there. White reading it off the wall. Opts to lob. Jimenez with the kick. Slows it down. Awkward pace. Backhand lob. Jimenez take two. Thumps it into the net. White trying to sprint across.
Great transition. He hit the slow smash twice, and then the last one just a little extra boom. Caught the opponents napping.
But viewers, that's a great example, especially shout out to all my intermediate players, that Jimenez had that smash the first time, opt to just place it, gave himself a finish the second time round. It's like a game of chess.
A lot of patience there he showed. Not less patience there. Had something semi-short, opted to fire straight away, and unfortunately missed. Are we at juice? We're at a deciding point?
Yeah, it might be golden point if that's the case. And Jimenez to bring it in. Good rally. Service is good. Play on it is. Brown on the recovery. Pop up again. Jimenez Guncho. Into the net. White lobbing it up. Jimenez again. This time kicking it. White going out of the court. Play on into the net.
Oh, amazing on break point.
Oh my goodness, viewers.
He did it in the first game of the match. He's just done it then. Fantastic smash. Portrez, Ollie White out the door quick as anything. And then to produce that shot on break point, phenomenal.
We are witnessing an exceptional semi-final here for our men's A. I believe scoreline here of, I want to say 6-5. I might actually go and ask Gareth. I'll go and ask the boys. You can have a waffle about paddle this season or something.
I'm not sure I've got enough content to just waffle on until you find out the score. I believe the guys were Oliver White and Tim Brown were up a break. And they've just secured a break off that ball there. So we'll come back with the exact score. Certainly got close. Ross and Felipe clawed their way back, making a match of it. But that last point might have tipped things the other way. And Dylan's returned. He's putting on the headset, and we're eagerly awaiting the accurate score.
It's 7-4 going the way of Brown and White. So Jimenez and Taylor did well. They had that momentum, but geez, Brown and White have done well to kick back.
Yes, don't underestimate that the power of that last shot.
Well, it's a momentum. Like how many? Like every sport, right? You see crazy shots. That it's more than just a point. It's a momentum booster or breaker.
Absolutely.
And let us continue. And the fellas have now got the service here with Ollie White to bring it in. We are playing to 9. Roscoe Taylor just asking fellas a question here.
I think they're also debating the score, and they've arrived on 7-4. So.
I hope so, because we just found out the score. So either way, we can continue. Backhand volley. Flick over the net. Play on. Jimenez with the lob. White into the wall. Pop-up is there. Take two. Roscoe. Lob. Kick from White. Slows it down. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a perfect example of what we're talking about. Just slow and precise.
Yeah, and that's going to open up. When you win a point with some slower stuff, it opens up the fast one earlier, and vice versa. You're hitting hard, hitting power. It just makes your slow one later on more successful.
And do you find if someone nails, that's a nice gun shot down the middle. He's done a couple slow ones here. I will finish my point after this rally. Lob is up. White, thumped, gone. Yeah. Do you find that if someone plays a slow smash to you, the next time they do a fast one, if you're defending it, it kind of throws you off because like, oh, they're going to go for a slow one again? I'm not too sure.
Absolutely. You're in two minds in your preparation. Are you running forwards? Are you hovering back? That's when you know it's not just execution, but shot selection as well.
Yeah, fair call. Roscoe Taylor trying to defend that awkward one off the bounce, and it looks like our rain clouds have somehow gone around us, viewers. We're quite lucky here. It's the recovery on the net. Oh, Tim Brown into the net.
Tim having a laugh after that one. He hasn't missed that one in about 4 years, I'm sure. He just smiled and moved right on.
He's camera shy, mate. We all do it. There's Wild to bring it in. Pick up, Brown volley. Jimenez getting involved. Creeps into the net. Lob is perfect. And they take position at the net. However, the lob is also good. Bahada there from Taylor. Pop-up is there on the backhand. Sees Brown on the defensive into the corner. Nice approach. Lob again. Perfect. Recovery on the side of the net into the corner. Taylor popping it up.
Short.
White takes his time, and that is gone into the tennis courts. Got our juniors over there. Look out. Got a paddle ball coming your way. Which, by the way, viewers, is pretty much a decompressed tennis ball. What is the pressure? It's like 80% of a tennis ball?
I've heard a couple of different things. 90% is what I've heard, but also the circumference is just a little bit smaller too. So
technical talk here, Gareth. Yeah, true. That's good to know.
It's 8-4 now. Ross serving to stay in this match and just keep it going a little bit longer.
This is big. Oh, into the cage.
He won't be happy with having missed that. He's hit about 15 of those. That's his first error.
Yep. He's been playing at a high clip. Really applying that slice. And a lot of balls going the way of Taylor. He opts for the offensive on the line. He's good. Reading it off the wall. White kicking it, and that is gone.
Jeez.
Beautiful.
That's a great shot. Not a lot you can do from there. He defended well, found himself at the net, and dunked it.
Ollie White doing it all for all the new dads out there. Geez, he's running amok, actually. He's playing very well, considering. The lob is up. Gun show. Approach. Yeah, beautiful. White is on fire.
Again, White with the lob, steals the net. He's done that 2-3 points in a row. He had really good success with that at the opening four games. He just takes that net so easily. So effective up there.
It does feel like White and Brown don't want the long rally. They just want to end it as quick as they can. Kick is there, Jimenez. White missing it.
No, not sure what happened there. Whether he ran into the net or he missed the ball. I think he just took his eye off it and missed it clean.
He is human.
After all.
Yep. Taylor volley into the back, kicking it into the corner. White on the defensive. Lob is good. Lob return from Taylor, kicked into the net, and that is
Ollie
subbed.
again. Ollie takes the net, finishes with a big smash. Well done.
Ollie White and Tim Brown will progress through to the championships here for the men's A's viewers. My good, what an absolute doozy that we've just witnessed. Well done to Taylor and Jimenez. Tried their best, but they had that burst of momentum, Gareth, earlier on, but
through the middle of that set, I thought they were clawing back. They managed to change the rhythm, but ultimately, Tim Brown, Oliver White, too strong into the final. Not sure. They'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, well, we'll see who they're going to verse next, viewers, as we will be progressing through to our next matches. I believe we might have the women's events on next, but we will showcase the men's championship at some point, as you just mentioned, Gareth. We do have our other fellas on in our court just to the left of screen. You might just be able to see through our spectators there, but thank you, Gareth, jumping in the booth.
Unreal. Thanks for the invite.
Do well, mate. And yeah, we might get you on again for championship later on.
Legend.
If
Thanks, man.
you're not enjoying too many cool beverages by then. But viewers, we will mute the audio for the time being and back once again from the finale here at 2025 Bandeja Club, not too far away next. Hello, everyone. Dylan Kimlin here, live from the Bandeja Club 2025 finale. We are going to jump into our championships. So what I'm going to do, viewers, is close down our broadcast for the time being and start another stream. And the reason why I do it is so it's easier to find broadcasts later on. So when our players want to go back and if they want to see the championships or the semis, etc., they can. So I will be back live within the next 10 minutes or so, viewers. We're just going to restart the streams and continue the fun here at the finale. Lots of awesome paddle action coming your way. Can't wait to get stuck into it. We'll be back live.